the glorious song of victories for my moral. Oh God, protect us from the pitfall. Lord, our movement, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed the humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Let us group to serve with resolveness to make this climb a land of righteousness. Thank you, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon space live with me, my humble self, the servant of the Biafra people, the Prime Minister of the Biafra government, both in exile and in homeland. I remain MASSACRE, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra government in exile. Welcome you all this afternoon to this brief live space, the declaration of the United States of Biafra and how it will happen. I will be open to receive questions. I will be open here to address a lot of your concern. But let me start this particular space, live space today, by saying we will never allow those who killed us to have peace in Biafra land. We will never allow them to have successful burial of their loved ones. We will never allow them to have a successful burial of their parents. We will never allow them to conduct any burial ceremony in Biafra land as far as this particular Biafra struggle continues to go on under Nigeria. For this reason, I want to get a very explicit report on the planned burial arrangement of Soludo's mother, which, according to the information, is to hold on the 23rd of December. Everybody in Anambra, old Anambra, every Biafran, we need authentic information about the planned burial. We can never allow them to bury their loved ones in peace. They never buried those they killed in Biafra, the family they deprived and killed their loved ones, never had the opportunity to bury them. They never had the opportunity to even recover the corpses. Those who are mourning in anger and bitterness, those their loved ones have been killed by of their parents. We will never allow them to conduct any burial ceremony in Biafra land as far as this particular Biafra struggle continues to go on under Nigeria. For this reason, I want to get a very explicit report on the planned burial arrangement of Soludo's mother, which, according to the information, is to hold on the 23rd of December. Everybody in Anambra, Old Anambra, every Biafran, we need authentic information about the planned burial. We can never allow them to bury their loved ones in peace. They never buried those they killed in Biafra. The family they deprived and killed their loved ones never had the opportunity to bury them. They never had the opportunity to even recover the corpses. Those who are mourning in anger and bitterness, those their loved ones have been the bullet of Soludo and his accomplices and cohorts. Each time there is burial, we will make sure they will never have peace. So if Soludo is going to have burial of his mother on the 23rd of December, there will be a change in our sit at home. But I want a very authentic information to this effect. Those of you in Anambra, come up and tell us, is it true that Soludo is going to have a burial on the 23rd of December? Before we go into the announcement that we will make in the next State of the Union broadcast, changes will come in our already proposed sit at home. However, the topic today remains the declaration of the United States of Biafra, how it will happen. I want every one of you today to understand that you are already in Biafra. Those who are asking, did you say Biafra will come in 2023? Biafra has been restored already. Biafra has been restored. What is remaining is a complete declaration that will be defended. And before that happens, there are many things that we need to put in place, which we are doing day and night. If at this point you are still asking Simon Ekpa, when is it Biafra coming? You say you are declaring Biafra in 2023. I want you to recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023, and ask yourself that question again, and you will look very stupid. We have been able to form government in exile in 2023. In 2023, we have formed the de facto government. In 2023, we have launched Biafra Liberation Army. In 2023, we launched Biafra Navy, we launched Biafra Air Force, we launched the forces of Biafra. In 2023, we adopted Helsinki Declaration, which is the Constitution of Biafra. In 2023, we had a convention in Finland where Biafra people gathered from all over the world as delegates to vote on the Biafra Charter, which is a living document subjected to amendment. In 2023, we have created 40 states of Biafra. And believe me, many more states will come, because we are not done yet. In 2023, not only that we created states, we also brought a redesigned and a redrawn Biafra map to reflect the current situation and the current demography of Biafra. In 2023, we started engaging officially Nigeria state in a guerrilla warfare on self-defense. In 2023, we officially and publicly engaged Nigeria Terrorist Army, and we are neutralizing them on a daily basis. It has never happened before in the history of Biafra after the war. In 2003, we publicly and openly made sure that Nigeria doesn't kill again in Biafra land and go free. So, if you look at those things I've mentioned and those ones I have not even mentioned, are you still going to challenge Simon Ekpa that Biafra has not been restored in 2023? Is it when I open my mouth and say, I have declared Biafra, everybody, come now? Is that when you think that Biafra has come? Biafra declaration is not about mouth pronouncement. It's about putting every structure in place. It's about putting every mechanism and measures in place to shaping the map and the structure of Biafra. In 2023, we have designed the economic viability of Biafra. In 2023, we have kicked off the Biafra Urban Development Project. In 2023, we've made a lot of impact globally. In 2023, the Biafra awareness gained the highest momentum in the history of Biafra since after the war. In 2023, we made the Nigeria Terrorist Army to cry on the floor of National Assembly. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. In 2023, those who are serving as the agents of Nigeria, benefiting from the corrupt entity called Nigeria, openly called for persecution, execution, and the kidnapping and arresting of Simon Ekpa, because they know that this is a different thing from what they have seen in their entire lives. In 2023, they call for the arrest of Simon Ekpa and call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Confusion. In 2023, after they have used many years to plan the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have come to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. He's a man. He's a nice person. But just 2 years ago, they kidnapped this nice person from Kenya. 2 years ago, they tortured him for 8 days. 2 years ago, he was an evil man. 2 years ago, they called him terrorist. 2 years ago, he was everything evil to them. 2 years ago, they spent hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. They kidnapped him and put him into a private jet from Kenya to Nigeria. 2 years ago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was everything evil to Nigeria, including to Ohaneze Ndigbo and all of them. 2 years ago, he was the only problem of Nigeria. 2 years ago, he was the only person that constituted all manner of insecurity in Nigeria. He was the one who is more deadlier than Boko Haram. He was everything that Nigeria don't want to see. Today, as Simon Ekpa takes the Biafra liberation to the next level, the same people are now calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the most sensible person. These are hypocrites. These are devilish people. These are criminals. That only thing they want to do is to give dog a bad name in order to kill it. They have given that name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They themselves were the one who condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same people today, they have seen that, yes, indeed, someone actually followed the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. and ready to drag all of them to Biafra land. So that when we get to Biafra land, we will treat their fuck up. We will treat their fuck up very well. Today, the same people who gave the bad name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to be kidnapped, they slandered his name, blackmailed him to other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. All of them today has come to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very sad. Now it is Simon Ekpa is the problem. These people who are just evil from birth refuse to understand why Simon Ekpa have decided to take this thing upon himself to liberate the people of Biafra who has been subjugated and chained with Islamic State agenda. They found themselves in a hole. They tagged us dots in a circle because they thought that they have actually systematically conquered everybody by dividing, creating state, dividing us, changing the demography and map of Biafra people. And at the end of the day, they structured out 5 tiny states, called it 5 Eastern states. And they say, let us continue to divide them. And now they tell you, oh, you are talking about Biafra. You are just 5 states in the circle. We have come to destroy their evil agenda. Today, you will understand that the plan of the Islamic State has failed. Today, the Biafra people are proudly announcing the 40th state, which is called the United States of Biafra. 40 complete states, but across board, including in the area where they claim they were never Biafra. The reason we did what we did is that we have studied the reason Nigeria succeeded in creating division between Biafrans in the 60s. Because the leaders of Biafra movement in the 60s, led by Ikemba Odumegwu Ojukwu, had their own flaws. I have come to learn from what Biafra did wrong in 1967 to 1970. I have come to learn what Wazirike did wrong from the time he started the Biafra movement, and I have come to learn what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did right and was in the process of doing before they planned and kidnapped him. I continue from there. And today, we are where we are. They are not resting. Those IPOB Nigeria are not resting as well. Every given opportunity, they think that there is infight in the Biafra government. They will say, oh, their hope now is that they are fighting. Oh, hope now is that there is a voice note from Madam Merewa. Oh, their vote, they are not, they are fighting, and they are hoping that there is infight in the Biafra government. And that is to tell you that, like we said, there are costs. There are costs. And they can never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman, marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground, will ever destroy. Biafra has been restored in 2023. Biafra has been restored in 2023. We have a government, we have a structure of the government of Biafra, we have every department that made Biafra government a legitimate government. The people of Biafra are loyal to the government, both in the exile and in the homeland. We have governors, state administrators in all the 40 states of Biafra. We have the deputy governors, which is called administrators. We have the secretary of state of each state in Biafra land. We have the chairmen and managers of county and the district. If you do not understand that with this structure we have now, one day you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra, it means that you are an idiot. I told you that by the time I finish with Nigeria, you will sleep in Nigeria one day and wake up in Biafra. You do not expect me or expect any reasonable person fighting for freedom to just wake up one day and say, oh, we have declared Biafra, just like what our forefathers and our grandfathers did in the 67 and 70. Without structure, without resolving the grievances and the division created by Fulanis, without amicably resolving those fears of Ndibo dominating, without resolving the fear of Ndibo conquering, which was never there. Of course, you cannot blame them because it was a fight for survival. It was a fight that leads to what we are doing today, to the successes we are recording today, to everything everybody has done today, from Wazirike to our leader who is now being illegally detained, to my humble self and to the government. It is what led to, what gives the validation to what we do today. So you cannot blame them. That is how God wanted it to happen. The foundation were laid. At least today, we can boast about fighting war with Nigeria and gallantly defeating them for 3 years. Not just with Nigeria, with the world power. For 3 good years, we hold them. It is a history that can never be wiped out of this planet. So, my people, for those who are asking when are you going to declare Biafra, we have already declared Biafra. We are only waiting for us to conclude the last phase of the Biafra government, and one day you will sleep and wake up in Biafra. Like I said, then we must capture every cranny of the Biafra territory. We will start setting up our police. The next phase is to set up the police of Biafra, the Biafra police. The reason why we have not set up the police is because it is going to be state police. Every state will have their police. Every state will be independent. It is going to be local police, and there is no interference from the central government of Biafra. The military is a joint military. It's one military that will protect the territorial integrity of Biafra. When one state is attacked, it means that you have attacked all of us. But police will be state police. That's why we have not started unveiling of the Biafra police. Each state will have their police in due time. I welcome all of you with this speech, opening speech, and I will be open for question and answer for a few minutes and call it a day. Remember, today, the sit at home is again another successful one, and it is still ongoing. Everywhere in Biafra land is under lock and key. Those states who has Nigerians in them living in Biafra land, challenging the resolve of the Biafra people, the day of reckoning is coming. Continue. I welcome everyone. Success over to you.
Thank you, my Prime Minister, and good afternoon. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans and Co-patriots, wherever you are spacing from, it is indeed another bright and beautiful day, Monday to be precise, and we are on space discussing the declaration or redeclaration of the United States of Biafra and how it will happen. Of course, the Prime Minister himself have enumerated a lot of things which have transpired between January 1st, 2023 to this very date we are in November 2023. If you are very sensible enough, you will know that yes, all these achievements are not by the power of men, not our intelligence, but it is God who is in heaven who have resolved that this very generation will restore this very nation, and you are going to be part of it. I'm going to be part of it. And we're going to have a prime minister that is going to spearhead the total collapse of Nigeria, and from the ashes, Biafra will rise. And here we are today. As we said, first we have the government, and government in two forms, the facto and the executive. And first, consultations were made, states were created, and not only states were created, but administrators, solid structure, what we call structure, solid structure were planted in place. And I don't think there's anybody or any government or any individual, both inside or outside, can be able to fracture this very structure. Very, very, very solid. And the announcement of the states, the 40 states, and the capital, it is one other thing. This is where we are anchoring our discussion, and I will commend those who are opening our people's eyes to include the NAME TV. Is doing a very nice job, and I believe it's independent. Can I say? Is an independent journalist doing a lot of things to make sure the unification of the Eastern region, which is Biafra today, is a reality. And I must commend him and commend all others who are going far and wide, making sure that our brothers are not lost. We were never lost. Here we are, and Biafra is a reality in 2023. And Prime Minister, I want to tell you that the Biafra that we agitated from 1999 till 2022 is just an imagination. You change the narrative. I could remember then days when you are broadcasting on YouTube, they changed the narrative of yesterday. You changed the narrative, and you brought the imaginary Biafra into reality. And today, everywhere is Biafra life. Everywhere is Biafra life. The inquest going on in Lagos and soon to come in Kano and Abuja is a home call. And it has never happened before in this very wave, other than now. And Igbo people or Biafran people cannot say they don't have home again, because number one, they have home. Fulanis have been chased out of our land. They don't have power again over our farmlands, over our cities, and over our towns. So what an excuse are you giving that is preventing you from coming home? And we have an army that can engage the Zoo army as well, and the Cameroonian or whatever the machinery they brought to our land. So you have really done well, and anybody maybe undermining your results or your achievement is nothing but a fool who cannot do anything. You brought Biafra to reality, and today people are proudly Biafrans. Hardly in them days before you see Nigerian government writing to any world power or any world leader regarding the name Biafra. But they started doing it in our own time. They are writing to all the world leaders not to listen to us, and those who are listening to us, they don't know. They are just handicapped. Never happened before. It is happening in our time, and under your leadership as the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. I want to commend you and thank you and thank the teams and the ministers, all our administrators, all the military unit commanders, the BIAFRA general commander, army commander, and including the Navy and our UFO, the Department of the Air Force. I must commend them. They are doing a very nice job, and together we move. I'm telling you, if we push this like this in the next 4 months, nothing will stop Biafra from coming. You have already done everything. Our database, everything is nothing but good example on how a civilized nation is run. And I want to commend you. I commend fellow Biafrans who are as well listening to instruction and following, especially today being sit at home. They have not sacrificed money to the spirit of Biafra. And we made it happen. When devil fights to hold it back, we fight him back and broke his back. And today, Monday sit at home is reality and other subsequent sit at home. So thank you very much, my Prime Minister. And I want to start to host our so that he can be helping me to accept a friend request that I may not be able to see, please. Very, very important. Then we move from here. Thank you very much. Mazi on the mic, Mazi Ochoa Oji, are you there? Please unmute yourself and go straight to your questions. Ask the PM a very nice and important question. Thank you very much.
Okay, when you come from the location, I'm not in the name. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, you can hear you. Go ahead, you can hear you.
I don't try to bomb on the first level PM is the OC to this alliance in this Sahel.
Speak in English. There are a lot of independent, there are a lot of international journalists listening. Please, can you English and draw closer to your microphone.
All right, is it possible I like to take the next person while I join later?
We're not getting you. We are not getting you. It's again.
Take the next person, then I will take the mic later.
There's no problem. You can mute yourself. Diffie, please unmute yourself. Diffie, unmute yourself.
Can everyone hear me?
Loud and clear. Can go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Able Prime Minister. I want to appreciate you for all you've been doing. I will quickly go straight to the point. Mine is more of a suggestion because you have already accomplished everything that would keep the people safe. So I have more of a suggestion to make. I sent you a message earlier on, but I guess because you have so many messages, so you might not see it. So my suggestion is that we create a digital currency that all Biafrans can invest in, so that before the official declaration, there's already a digital currency that is as strong and as potent as the United States dollar. That is my suggestion.
We are already working on that, and it is going to be called Biafra coin. And that's quite expensive. It involves a lot of money. But yes, we are working on that. So be rest assured that very soon Biafra coin will hit the stock and cryptocurrency market. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And Mazi, go please unmute yourself, then address greet our PM and fellow Biafrans. Then you can be helping me to maybe accept a request, maybe the one I did not see.
Oh, thank you. Oh, but yeah. I wish I can sound like Adade Orama. Oh, but here.
There.
I greet you, my honorable Prime Minister, with all due respect. I greet you, and Biafrans, I greet all of you. If they happen, it is you. You know, we are no longer in the era of hide and seek game. Everything is now open, and we don't need to beg or advise or explain anything much again. Everybody have seen it playing. All the Islamization and federalization is all open now. Clearly, Nigeria is now fully recognized as Islamic nation. So nobody, it's not about Igbo, it's not about Biafra again. It's about everybody. You have to fight for your own freedom. So I welcome all of us today again. If you have your question, just up and raise up your hand. We will bring you to the, we'll give you the microphone. Thank you, my honorable Prime Minister. And Success, thank you so much for your time as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Is there any other person a question for Mike? Probably you are requesting, maybe it is.
There are many requests. There are many requests here, so can you check the list of the people? And there are about 28 requests for Mike. For 29.
I'm not even seeing.
Hugo, can you see the request?
Okay. As you go, please check if you can see. I don't know what Twitter did to me. Those to my account. I cannot.
I don't know why. I'm trying to approve them, but they are not. It is. Oh.
Okay. Now,
I'm trying.
All right, I've brought many of the, as they are speaking, you're just removing them while I'm adding others. Yeah.
Okay. Without wasting much time, Mazi Chidozie, are you there? Just your question.
Okay. Good afternoon from Biafra. I have a question to our PM, and the question goes like this. In this our struggle for Biafra, there are some of people that are ignoring it. Let me say some of our highly placed personnel in our land, professors and rest of them that are dealing with our enemy. And I was encountered with some men at our street when we are arresting for a sit at home. That when this Biafra comes, that at the end of the day, it will be those professors that are not with us in this struggle that are going to be handling some things that those people that are suffering for it now will not have a way for that due to their professorship or like that. So I want to know if we have like some, if it will be good that you have some records of some personnel that we are going to use to work out to build Biafra from scratch. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. That is complete lie. Those professors will be dealt with by the Biafra law. Let me tell you what we are doing already. Those who have not supported this particular struggle and they are romancing Nigeria, immediately Biafra become a nation, independent nation. We have from the identity card, national identity card of Biafra, it will first of all differentiate those who fought for this freedom and those who did not fight for the freedom. That is number one. As I'm talking to you now, you, as part of those who fight for this freedom, in your identity card, there is something that we in the government we use to differentiate you. So once you go to any service, once you go to any office, and which is, you know, our country is going to be digitized. So once you go to any office and present your card, your ID card, your national ID card, already they know you were not part of the Biafra struggle, and you will be handled and treated differently. It's going to be like including applying for a passport, including in tax. The taxation of those who did not fight for Biafra will be different from taxation of those who fought for Biafra. This is not only going to be in your ID card, it is also going to be in the national database of every individual. So let them not think that we are joking. I'm telling you, the South Korea did it. Our own is going to be even worse than South Korea.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you now that you see the national identity card of Biafra that we are working on now and database. Every individual who have participated financially, otherwise for this particular struggle for Biafra, until now, will have a different thing in their ID card that will differentiate them from those who did not participate. So, and when the time comes, I'm going to announce the difference, because some of you may not understand it. You may see the ID card, it is the same thing, but there is something different in the security.
Okay.
And it is going to be like that. So in the Biafra parliament, we will then deliberate and decide on a longer approach or sanction that will be imposed on those who mocked us and who did not fight Biafra, or who stood by the Nigeria, against their own freedom. So the Biafra parliament will debate and bring a very stringent measures that will be widely and completely acceptable by the Biafra people who fought for the freedom. It's not for the interest of those who did not fight. So we know what we are doing. And so those people who think that they have professor this and that, or that they have money, and then they will come and start using money to buy Biafra or buy government when the Biafra comes, they are going to be disappointed, because the tax we are going to impose on you, depending on how much you have and your what. You can put the tax. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. May God of our land continue to bless you, sir, and all our men on ground. We are seeing their work. As I speak, I'm on ground, and we are supporting whatever instruction you are giving over there. Thank you, sir. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. When I saw your profile picture, I was thinking that you are the other people. So, but anyway.
No. Just I just in that period they are using this thing.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you can drop down so that another person can come in.
Okay, let me drop him and we move. Okay, you are raising your hand. Wait. Okay, you want to speak now?
Yeah.
Hello. Go ahead and speak.
Hello. Can
go
anyone
ahead.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, our Prime Minister. Chukwugozie Kenegi. Ezigbo Chukwugozie gị. O nwere oge anya m na-apụta m n'anya oge emere Nnamdi Kanu arrest. But from nowhere, ibido were chief wee na-efiche ya every day.
Can you please speak in English so that other people, including journalists that are foreigners here, can listen and know what we're talking about? Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So where we are not going back again. That is very obvious, and we are happy. Most of us are happy that things like this are playing out and everybody is seeing the truth. It is very difficult, especially in the state of Biafra today, when people are mixed up with different perspectives, different people don't know the truth from left to right. You see a professor, okay, me now, I work in a place where my environment is filled up with academicians. But most often, when you listen to these people, you get discouraged. You discover that these people have chains in their hands, in their legs, irrespective of their academic level. They see it's like people that were programmed that when they see truth, they turn it upside down. And I don't know the kind of program we should shine this side of the world so that the entire world will understand that the entire Igbo land or Nigerians are in deep darkness. and we need help. When the academicians are not saying the truth, when the academicians are short-sighted, then the society is doomed. I had a fight and I was given query why I engaged a
So
professor.
can you just ask question, because I don't really entertain people coming here to tell me that professors in Nigeria are academicians. These are lunatic, idiotic people who will be subjected to another aptitude test if they travel out of Nigeria before they can do anything outside Nigeria. So they are not qualified to be called professors. The professors that are Nigeria and they are Biafrans will first of all reduce their professorship until we subject them to a very, a very standard test that will be conducted by Biafra professors that are supporting this particular struggle. So any professor in Nigeria parading himself, I'm saying it today, so they can continue to fight against Biafra coming to become independent, because they can never succeed. But I'm telling you today that all those nonsense professors are not worthy to be called professor. They are all disgraced to professorship. So most of them are not qualified. And we are going to screen everyone that is coming with Nigeria professorship to Biafra land. We will subject you to test, and we'll make sure that you are well sound and you merited your professorship. Not coming to tell me you're a professor why you don't know nothing. Why you are telling me you're a professor, you are
Please,
not innovative,
God bless you.
and you just come because so we know, don't come here to tell me about academicians. They are not anything academicians. These are lunatic.
I will never do that. I will never do
ask your
that.
question and let's continue.
I will never do. All right. I don't have much question. I just appreciate your effort, and God bless you and everyone around you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, dear. Thank you. And you have to stand down while others take microphone. Okay, before Mazi go ahead, 555, please. 55 vision. Quickly meet yourself and then.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, our PM. May God bless you. My question is concerning the Biafran ID and the passport. As the whole world knows, even the one that he represents himself now in Nigeria as a president is there for certificate forgery. And in this certificate forgery, Nigeria breed criminals. A lot of people, Biafrans, all over the world, are using different kind of names in their passport and in their IDs. So now we are trying to do our Biafran ID. Those that is using a different direction, a different address, different hometown, different countries, or different name, how are they to ratify it to register their own Biafran ID? That's my
Thank
question.
you very
please.
much. The Biafra National Intelligence Team, the Biafra Database Team, and the Biafra IT Department are designing a questionnaire where those issues you raise now will be addressed. So before you apply for Biafra National Identity Card as a Biafra residing in diaspora, we are going to know you from your village, from your kindred, and references that you have to bring or you have to fill information about your kinsmen and all that. So it is not just coming to write to a Biafra and you will accept you. No. And for that reason, with the formation of the de facto government, we are going to verify those people that have different names in their passport will be subjected to a different verification from the de facto government from the state where they come from. So nobody is going to have Biafra identity card and you are not a Biafran at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Fafa, for your nice questions. And we move. Whose hand is up again? Who still have questions? All right, Kama is ready. Kama is ready. Please submit yourself.
All right. Thank you, our able PM, for giving us this opportunity to ask questions. My question is just very simple. Because we have a new state and a new country, and we're trying to do everything, from scratch, which is very, very important. And I'm asking how we can be able to promote the states so that it will not conflict with the old state. For example, Ebonyi State, we can promote the states so that people will know where they actually belong, because it will help. I know that in ID registration, we're going to use new database that will be talking about the new states rather than the old states. So if we can have a section where we can all come, keep promoting, talking about the local, the constituency, the words and all that, so that people will know. Because for me, even though I'm a very big supporter in my own capacity, I don't even know where I belong, because I've been outside for a very long time. So I'm not sure exactly which state in the new state where I belong, because I'm not ever interested in the Nigeria of a thing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. A very small issue. Once the state structure is complete that we have, now we do not know how many states we are going to have at the end of the day. So once we are very sure of the state that we're going to have at the end of the day, with the boundary commission of Biafra, and the remaining state now is from the coastal. There are some adjustments with this coastal region, the minister and their group. So once that adjustment is done, and it means that every whatever issues we're having from the boundary and the state structure is a result. Then we go into the publicity or the awareness, like you suggested, or because that is exactly what we're going to do, so that every other person who do not know where he or she falls into will be aware of where he or she falls into through the state map. Every state have its map, and every state have its district. So in your own district, you are going to know exactly from your village, from your kindred and all that, where your own village falls into, which of the districts your village falls into. And from there, you will know your state. So it is very, very simple. This is not, of course, the process of this is not something that is very easy. It is not a straightforward thing. It is something that has to do back and forth. And for people like this person that have a clown image that is laughing, called Son, these are people, I don't know where he belongs. Let me use his laugh to address him, because these are the ignorant people. When I'm talking about the coastal region, the person is laughing. America today, has 50 states. America started with 13 states. This is America. Well, these are clowns who don't know nothing. They cannot support Nigeria. They cannot support the criminality of Nigeria. They cannot also fight Nigeria when Nigeria comes to kill them. But they are very, very well placed to come to this space to laugh when somebody who is fighting for their own future is fighting. These are very stupid, idiotic people that I don't know how God created them. You can't fight Nigeria. You cannot allow those fighting Nigeria to fight Nigeria for you. Now, America started with 13 states, 13 states. They started with 13 states. America today is 50 states of United States of America. Our own is going to be even better. So we'll make sure that all those grievances
that some people are claiming that this one is going to override me, this one is marginalizing me, you cannot be marginalized in Nigeria and come to Biafra marginalize you. No! We have resolved this problem. Nobody is marginalizing everybody. Every state is on their own. If you have 100,000 oil well in your state, thank God for it, but do not use it like Nigeria. If you use it like that, the Biafra government will come and impose guardianship on your state. The resources in your state must be used for the development and for the citizens of your state. Development of your state, development of Biafra, and above all, to make sure that everybody in your state, every citizen, live in accordance with the Biafra law, especially on the law of welfare, the social welfare law. Everybody must be comfortable, live in good house. That is the kind of Biafra we are fighting about. We're not fighting about of Biafra of resource control. We are not interested in your resources. We are not interested in whatever you find. So every state will be well-to-do. So we make sure that those states who need help from the central government will also design a system where those states will meet whatever that they don't have. Whatever they are lacking will be provided for them in accordance with the Constitution of Biafra. So the issue of you want to take over our land or do this and do that is already resolved in this particular present Biafra government and the Biafra de facto government. That's why we are giving everybody time. Every state, we are giving them time to come up with their state structure map and not distorting any map or demography. So everything is working out to beat that particular divide and rule that Iflani and the British installed in our people before 67 war. And today, everybody is happy. People have presented their own, and we are happy with it. And they are happy. Now, most of the coastal region who have issues with the state map and their state name or the capital of their state and all that are coming with whatever they feel this is mostly accepted by them. And I gave them to the 4th of December. That is the last date. By 4th of December, we will have a complete state of Biafra and map. And I'm going to have a State of the Union broadcast to give the final, unveiling of the complete Biafra state, as the case may be. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, PM. One more. Our brothers that live in Kogi State and Benue State and other part of states, are they going to have their own state, or are they going to move down to or relocate to Biafran country?
If you listen to the last State of the Union broadcast, you will find out there is a state called Lower Benue State, right?
Yes.
That was not there before. So probably in the next State of the Union, some of those who were not touched or who are not addressed will come up. So everybody who is a Biafran will be carried along. We don't force anybody to join us. If you remember, the time we presented the Biafra map first, where we made the Biafra map public, Igodo was somehow not even in the map. I hope you are aware of that. Today, Igodo is part of the map because we want them to be, to resolve their problem by themselves, not us solving their problem. And that is what confederation means. Confederation means that everybody will have independence, autonomy. Solve your problem by yourself. You don't expect me to come and solve your problem. We are going to do better than the United Kingdom and the United Arab Emirates. These are the people that are practicing this system, but I don't want you to practice it. So we already started it. So when they come to me about, go and solve your problem and present your solution to me. That's why we are making this progress. You don't impose thing on anybody. You don't impose your opinion on the idea or how you want your state or another state to run. You impose it on them. It doesn't work like that. Allow people, because they have had enough of Nigeria, allow them, they know their problem, let them solve it and present it
to the central government of Biafra. That's what we are doing. That's why we're making this progress. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, Kama, thank you. Thank you. Brilliant question. And we move. No other person is raising hands, and I think everyone is comfortable with the answers and explanation Prime Minister is giving here regarding the states. If you are from Lower Benue or Lower Kogi, part and parcel of Biafra, you have to put yourself in and work assiduously to make sure that your state structure is complete. Do not exclude yourself from this work. Nobody from Igbo land is coming to Idoma to create a state for you. You arrange your state. Same thing happened to the Igala people. Arrange your state. So, is there any other person with questions? Raise your hands. Let me see if this person is a Biafran. Is a Biafran? Raise your hand, please, if you have more questions to ask before the PM call it a day. All right. Let me know if I can be able to pronounce his name. Serakan Kute. Omit yourself. I don't know if you're a Biafran. Or are you there? Where is he? He's gone. Okay. Christopher, please. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, greetings everybody. His Excellency Mazisa Monepa, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Thank you. His Excellency Mazisa Monepa, Chukwukozegi, I greet you. I also want to greet Mazinam Kanu. You know, I keep praying, Mazinam Kanu, for your good health, mental and physical. We are waiting for you, and we know after that tunnel, there will be light. His Excellency, I've been, listening to people, public opinions. I've been on spaces, I've been reading articles, and I can tell you with so much evidence, it's evidently clear that 95% of Biafrans, regardless of whatever camp they were before, they have come to realize that Nigeria is not for them, and they want to go home. Now, for me, I know that an injustice to one Biafran is an injustice to every Biafran. I am asking now because Peter Obi, because of his actions and his deceit, has put so many Biafrans, who we are gullible, he has put them through a traumatic situation, which they might not recover from soon, from anytime soon. So my question is this: will the government demand that Peter Obi, tenders an apology for what he did to our people? Thank you, and I use the mic.
Thank you very much. Apology will not do anything. Will not reverse the clock. Apology will not restore the burnt market. Apology will not restore the building that has been demolished. But we want them. Did you not want them? Did Mazinam not want them? Do we not shout on top of our voice that after this election, they will all see hell? Is it not happening? The reason I could also remind you that the reason they stopped burning the houses and then follow it in the legal way is because of the actions coming from the Biafra government. Because we said we are going to engage Lagos and make sure we crash the economy. So they decided and they asked those boys to stop burning the market, to let them now go officially. That's what is happening. And you can't do anything to them. But we know what to do. Now, I want to tell you also that, have you seen where Igbo man or Biafran, a person from Biafra, have you heard any report of riot killing Biafra in the northern Nigeria since Israel and Palestine war? I'm asking you, Christopher, unmute yourself.
Sorry, Maz, can you repeat that question, please?
Have you seen in the news or anywhere that the northern Muslims or the northern Muslims have killed Biafrans
like they usually do, or they have burned their market like they usually do, especially when the issue of Israel that with Palestine now that is going on. Have you heard that?
No, and I know the reason why,
All right.
but no.
So can you tell us the reason?
Because we have a government now
All right.
that cares for the people,
All right.
and they know that the government would fight for the people and stand for the people, and they dare not do our people anyhow again.
Great. That's correct. Now, do you know that before, at every given provocation, they will kill and burn the businesses of Biafrans in the north?
Yes, yes.
All right. And like I said, if they try it again this time around, they will know what will happen to them and their interests in the east. It is no longer business as usual. So Peter B tendering apology is not enough. I kept quiet for a reason. All this why. We warned them in Lagos. I am too busy now making sure that the Biafra de facto government is completely functional with full force before I will look at Lagos. Until then, they can enjoy what P2B has offered them. Thank you.
I'm sorry, can I just add something if you don't mind
Go
for
ahead.
a minute? The reason I said it was just to remind you, His Excellency, and remind our people what he did to us. And I know an apology would not be enough. He has used them the way they used him, and he has done them. So just remind our people of what he did, and the government should take adequate measures regarding his actions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Like I said, once we are done with the de facto government, I will have the time of Lagos.
Thank you, Christopher, and for your questions. Before Emeka, Siraka Kuti, are you a blank? Please unmute yourself.
He's spamming this page.
Emeka, please mute yourself. Mute yourself, Emeka.
He's spamming the page.
Siraka, huh?
He's spamming the page. Look above you. The Sinyakram guy is spamming the page. Please block him.
Okay, that means I have to remove him from the microphone so that we can have someone to speak. Okay, Emeka, go ahead.
No, that's all. I didn't have anything to contribute. Just wanted to raise the alarm. That's all. Thank you. Mazi, PM, thank you for the job you are doing. God bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you very much. The president of Koiki Media is here, and we acknowledge you, Koiki Media. I think we're in this together, and please, Mark Vigo, please, can you, help me and let me give Koiki Media a microphone. Koiki, Koiki is requesting for microphone. Frank. Koiki, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to the PM of the Biafra government in exile, my brother, Prime Minister. I don't have much to say. We don't get to support and to make sure that the creation of the awareness from both sides. This is the most important thing. We need that awareness to
Mazi Koiki, are you on the road?
I'm on the road.
There's a lot of noise, and the voice is not clear.
It's definitely not clear. There is somebody muted. Hello?
The connection is bad. Hello?
I can hear you, but somebody behind the page. Looks like somebody's speaking. Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, it's better.
It looks like somebody else was actually at their mic on. Thanks so much. Let's continue to give that full support physically, financially, spiritually to my brother and also the PM. Just like I always say, the great job he's doing today will be recognized in the history, down the line. As many attacks continue to come from me because of the support for Simon, the PM, as I call him. But like I always say to my listeners all the time, you were not there, and I'll repeat it again. No one was there when we had the meeting with our brother, Nnamdi Kanu Mazi, and we pray for him. Until many people understand that, it's not going to be an easy road. Nothing comes easy. If anybody is expecting an easy road to the freedom, you need to go back and see how East Timor got their independence. The Sahara, Western Sahara is still on it. Western Sahara has been able to get hold of at least 20% out of 80% of their territory. So whatever that is happening today in the southeast shows that the message will get clearer in the southwest for those of us that are still probably sleeping. But all I'm just going to say is that, like I stated it 2 days ago, for some of you that must have listened, and I'm talking from the perspective of myself now. PM, you have my support from the media platform. You have the full support any day, anytime, and we will be on standby if we need to use our media for that purpose any given time on a short notice. So I'll just leave it like that. Once again, good afternoon, and thanks so much for the great job the Biafra government in exile are doing. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Koiki. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. No other person is raising hand. I think everybody is satisfied with the way the space went or is going on right now. The declaration of the United States of Biafra and how it will happen. And I tell you, the process is moving very, very smoothly without any stoppage. I'm telling you the truth, and nothing will stop it until the last day. So our PM is a very intelligent person, and it's like he has fought for freedom before. He's using a method that defies Nigerian governments to do this. It's like he has fought for freedom before, and he has employed some of these things, checkmating a lot of things. And I'm telling you, anything he keeps in just work expressly without stress. We'll say, PM, thank you very much. Thank you for standing in the gap. Thank you for representing our leader. When they kidnapped him, I could remember you used to make this statement that the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu will be very, very expensive than releasing him. So, and you have made it very expensive for them. Very, very expensive. And not only that, they kidnapped him, so I will be talking about his race and forget about Biafra. Beth, we use the one stone to kill the two birds. Thank you very much, PM. And Mazigo, do you have anything to say?
Yes, thank you. There is a question from Desolate or something. Desolate asks a question. I may not have the opportunity to speak in space. Sorry. Can you all hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
All right. So this person may not have the opportunity to speak on the space, but I have just one question that have been bothering me. Is there any structure to secure the finances of the Biafra people when the declaration happened? And the answer is yes. There is a structure in place to secure the finances of Biafra people. But the stubborn one or the stubborn ones will lose their finance. They may lose huge and they may lose everything. Those stubborn ones who are having and being possessed by the spirit of stubbornness will lose their finances. before the declaration of Biafra or redeclaration of Biafra, we are, apart from other measures that will be used to secure the finance of Biafra people, we are going to, or we are looking at unveiling the Biafra cryptocurrency, the Biafra coin, and it is going to be called Biafra coin with the blockchain, as the case may be. If you like, let somebody go and steal this particular thing I'm talking about now. We are still going to use another name. So we are going to open the Biafra coin, and which will make sure that it is very strong, like dollar. Very, very strong like dollar. All it requires is money. Once that is done, we will encourage every Biafran to move their money to Biafra coin. This is going to be huge, and it is going to boost the international stock exchange. Where Biafra move their money to the Biafra coin, one Biafra coin will be like $1 or even $2 or even $1.50. We have what it takes. What it takes is Onyeji. These are the brains that people don't understand what is coming. Our currency will be stronger than dollar. Believe me, we have all it takes to make it happen. So every Biafra will be encouraged to move their money to Biafra coin and Biafra currency, Biafra cryptocurrency. It is going to be safe, secured, and it is going to be there until we stabilize our Biafra government central bank. We establish the central bank of Biafra government, and it is acceptable by the global financial market, acceptable by the United Nations and whoever that needed to accept Biafra. Then we will gradually begin to pull the money that Biafrans have deposited to the Biafra coin back to the Biafra central bank. So this is a strategy that requires the highest level of intelligence to do, and we are doing it. So when we are not the one, I am not a freedom fighter that will tell you, wait, when the time comes, we'll solve it. I am telling you what we are going to do. And if you think that this what I'm telling you is not viable or it is not reasonable, come up with something more reasonable than this. My own is not try and lock. I am not doing the Biafra struggle try and lock. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I have answers to any question you can bring on. So what I'm telling you now is what we're going to do. Then after that, everybody will start moving their money down to the Biafra Central Bank. But then we must have stabilized our economy and currency. We have what it takes. We have the natural resources and everything. So, my people, this is the country and the future that you have all craved for. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think, sir, do we call it a day? Yeah?
Yes, we'll call it a day. I have given you a lot of information. Always. I've given you a lot of information. Always remember not to miss our space, because this is where it happens. We are not fighting the freedom of where you ask questions. We will tell you, we will tell you when the time comes. We're hiding it so that our enemy will not come and disturb it, so that our enemy will not go and sabotage it. You can never sabotage our template for the liberation of Biafra. Never. If you sabotage it, we will use it and it will work out for us. That's how serious we are. We are not hiding anything. Everything I'm going to do for Biafra to come, I will say it openly, so that Biafra people in this share will understand what we are doing. This is not, if we tell it now, Nigeria agent will go and sabotage what I'm saying now. You can never succeed, because this is one kind, this is also. And may God bless all of you. See you again.
Uh, anyway, that's the way PM bro, and we love him that way. Somebody advised me a certain time that whatever the PM should want to do for Biafra, he should hide it until if he came into manifestation before he announced it. I said the spirit that is leading our PM is not the spirit that is leading you. When God starts creating this world, God starts speaking. Let there be. He continues speaking. And funny enough, whatsoever that God said, let it there be, and it became. Same thing our PM is saying. The first time he showed us our regional headquarters in the USA, at Biafra USA, they doubted it. They said it's a Photoshop. And today, the same place as Photoshop, people went there for meetings. He showed us the film and they say, it's where they use for international trade or whatever they call it.
Friends all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities, let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrarebligov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
The governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
We shall